This is Chandler Thompson, headed to the offices of Classic Care Services and my 2000 GMC Yukon. This is my work truck that I drive to the shop every morning, so that's where I'm coming from. But I want to share a few thoughts this morning in reference to fine fabric care. And my premises for it was some of the posts that I've seen on Cleaners Connect, and not just Cleaners Connect, mainly Cleaners Connect lately, but it's been, it goes around, and it won't stop. It goes around social media to different pages. You'll have a carpet cleaner who'll ask a question and also probably show a picture of a fine fabric. It could be linen, cotton, silk, wool, and it will have a problem with it. The fabric has a problem, meaning that it has a stain that needs to be corrected, or something that needs to be corrected. It's not just regular maintenance cleaning on it that needs to be done, but something needs to be corrected. And a carpet cleaner will run up on a fabric like this and then ask the question, what should they do? How do they get it out? And then you're going to get all kinds of responses. As a matter of fact, on some of my mentors at the top of this fine fabric pyramid or mountain really suggest that they strongly suggest that you don't go to social media to ask how to correct a fine fabric. And so this is for, some of you new carpet cleaners get into the business. Everybody love carpet cleaning, want to get in to be a carpet cleaner. When you run up on a fabric that has some problems, not just cleaning, but it's got a water stain, it has it's yellowing or turning brown, or they spilled red wine on it, or anything of that nature, my advice to you is to turn it down and to keep it moving. Many times your fellow carpet cleaners will oversimplify the process. Oh, just spray some fine fabric shampoo on it. Oh, just grab some Haitian cotton. Oh, just rinse it with an acid. You'll be fine. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be scared of it. They should be, I disagree. They should be afraid of it. They should fear it, because fear keeps you out of trouble. Fear comes on the scene when you lack knowledge. And it also will still creep up on you even when you think you have the knowledge, but you don't have the experience. And even if you got some experience, it still might creep up a little bit when you haven't had to problem solve. And it still might creep up a little bit more if you haven't made a mistake and you've had to get through that mistake. So my point is, you got to have all of that experience. You got to have some time. And this business is years. This is a slow learning business, because you can get the knowledge, you can get the education. That's just the start. You have to practice over and over and over and over and over again. Many people have the false or a misconception that I only started cleaning fine fabrics. I've been cleaning fine fabrics for a long time, so I have a lot of experience. I have made mistakes. I've had to correct those mistakes, and some of them couldn't be corrected. So, and I have over 20 years, and definitely the last 10 years, and even on a higher level the last 5 years. And how I broke it down from from 20 to 5 is that in those stages, I've cleaned them more and more often. So now I clean Fine Fabrics every day. Literally every day. You can ask any of the administrators on Cleaners Connect, like Courtney and Chad. It's rare. I got a synthetic day. It's rare that I have a synthetic day. Or it's rare that I have an all carpet day. Rare. I had some carpet cleaners ask me on Cleaners Connect, come on, man, this is what they type. You test every time? Hell yeah, I test every time. I test my fabrics every time when I'm cleaning Fine Fabrics because I need to know what my options are. So I test, and I test again. So I'm not a hack. I don't practice hackery. I test. And I test. So, guys, you cannot get the technical details. You cannot get the experience. You cannot get a simple answer to a problem on a natural fiber. You know, some guys will say, well, I just put a peroxide spot on it, like Rocket or Stain 1. Okay, that's wonderful. You can get it out. But you're going to damage the fiber. You're going to bleach it out. You're going to weaken the fiber. So when you run up across, I'm going to show you guys a video after this message that's going to show you why you should not guarantee to get a water stain out or any type of organic stain out of a natural fiber when you're cleaning the fiber. This has to be treated. It could be multiple trips, or you need to take it back to your shop. If you don't have a shop, you need to take it back to your garage. If you don't have a garage, you need to take it back to your house if you want to take on that challenge, because it should be done in small steps, small stages, and where time is on your side. Guys are basically liars that say they can correct it in the house within an hour and out the door. Fine fabrics don't work that way. Natural fibers don't work that way. If it's on synthetic, hey, maybe so, but not on natural fibers. So guys, if you run across a natural fiber and it has a problem, now if there's no problems with it, there are safe agents and you can use some caution and you go ahead and you clean it, you should be just fine. But when there's problems, and typically people who have nice fabrics, whether it's a combination of synthetic and natural, because you always got to clean it to the natural. I don't care if it's just cotton. Cotton's a problem. It can be a problematic fiber, and I'm not going to get into the details of those. But you need to, if they have a problem with it, you need to let the customer know that you don't guarantee it. As a matter of fact, I would suggest you don't treat it, because once you treat it, you may own it unless you get them to sign a document that's going to say, hey, treat it, but I don't guarantee it. But I would say don't cause any harm to the fabric. Say, hey, I'm a cleaner, I'm a professional cleaner, it'll be clean and sanitized. That's all I can guarantee. But when it comes to removing stains, don't guarantee the stain. As a matter of fact, if it has a bad stain on it, I will walk away from it. That's what I suggest to the young cleaners, people get into the business, people asking these questions on these forums. And then if you get into Fine Fabrics and you need a question, you need to ask those who are practicing it every day. Every day. Every day I clean a natural piece of upholstery. So you need to ask somebody like myself, or you need to get onto the forums where the guys have that experience. But you can not Google, but you can just do a search on maybe the groups that you're on, ask who are the trusted fine fabric specialists out there. They're not calling themselves fine fabric, it's the fab specialists, it's the fab pros. And let's get this straight. When I came back to Atlanta, after I've sat down with, I felt like the best in the industry, that's when I say I can call myself a fine fabric specialist, along with the experience that I have, and the knowledge that I have, and the proof that I have. I can put up before and after pictures and videos all day, every day, and not repeat it, probably for the next couple years. So my library is very large. So look out, seek out those that's going to lead you in the right path, that's going to give you the right knowledge, but also going to let you know that I can't tell you, I can't give you it all over a phone call. But what I can do is I can give you the basics that you can get through with it. But when somebody tells you, oh, it's so simple, don't be afraid of it, they're false. That's false information. Fear can protect you from getting yourself in more trouble. So if you have fear of it, then you might not want to touch it. This is my opinion. This is my professional advice. It is an opinion, but this is my professional advice. I would suggest to all you young cleaners, or even a veteran cleaner who doesn't see this type of stuff, and you run across it and you need some help, be careful who you ask. Just don't blast it on social media, because you're going to get 90% of the time bad advice. They may name some good chemicals, good agents, but they cannot tell you the technique. They cannot explain to you the process, what happens when it doesn't work. Most guys don't talk about that. So I spray fine fabric on it. I spray a rinse agent on it. What happens when it doesn't work? What do you do then? They can't answer that. Because they just tell the client, well, it ain't coming out. No. If I take on a project, a true pro, I'm going to make it better, acceptable, and I'm going to go through all the processes. I'm going to exhaust all of my knowledge. I'm going to exhaust all of my agents. I'm going to exhaust all of my technical skills before I just say, oh, no, they ain't coming out. Once we have established with the client that this is restoration and not cleaning. So guys, stick with the cleaning. Stay away from the restoration. Increase your knowledge. Take years to get your experience. Bottom line, that is the truth. You're not going to get no experience in 5 years. So this is my professional advice to the new guys. Check out this video that I'm going to show you guys. It's a very technical video. It looks really simple, but what I did was very technical. I made it better. Or did I make it better? You guys take a look at it and tell me what you think. But this video, I'm saying this is why you don't try to correct yellowing or browning or any problematic issue with a natural fiber on site. At least you don't try to make it perfect. All right? So guys, listen to the professionals. And I just say, stay away from it. Get it until you learn, until you get more experience, and then you get under some real authority when it comes to fine fabrics. All right. This is the Fine Fabric Specialist, Chandler Thompson. If you want to be a fab pro, there are people that you can get up under. Start off with the basics with the ICRC, and get the basic information, and then start seeking out those pros out there who are offering classes, who can teach you some technical stuff. You guys have a wonderful day.